Good morning again, guys. Yeah, I know it's not even 9 o'clock. Well, by the time it's not 9 o'clock when I'm recording this, but by the time it goes up, depending on how long YouTube takes to do it, we'll see. But yes, still early in the morning. But this was important to get out as soon as I could get it out here. Give you a story. A lot of you guys are probably similar, do this, whatever it would be. Rural King is one of our favorite stores to go to. For those of you guys who don't have a Rural King, it's basically the same as Tractor Supply. Okay. One of the things Mrs. P always loves to do when we go in there is go look at the baby chicks and the baby ducks and the baby rabbits and everything like that they have for sale, for people raising their own meat chickens or layers or whatever it would be. A lot of people, a lot of preppers, a lot of homesteaders raise their own chickens for a good reason. Okay. You know what the chicken's fed, antibiotics, everything we've heard, all the stories, Purdue chicken, no antibiotics ever, whatever it would be. Okay. That's important. It may become super important. And the other part of it I'm going to say here is, if chicken is part of your diet, which for most people, unless you're a vegetarian, because it's one of the last somewhat affordable meats, I'm assuming it is, you might want to go pick up a bunch. Now, when you think of Georgia and agriculture, what do you think of? Peaches, probably first. Maybe peanuts. Hey, Jimmy Carter, right? Pecans. Pecan pie in Georgia, that's it. But do you ever think of poultry, the fourth P? Okay. Georgia is the United States' #1 poultry state. Georgia produces more than 31 million pounds of chicken and 7 million eggs per day. Okay. To give you an idea how much of your dinner, fried chicken, chicken soup, whatever it would be, comes from Georgia. 31 million pounds of chicken a day. Well, that's coming to a stop. And the reason I say this, and I'll link this below so you can read this. This was sent to me yesterday. Who let me know about this? Joe Ponders. Georgia Department of Agriculture came out yesterday and said the highly pathogenic avian influenza, okay, has been identified in commercial poultry operations and backyard garden flock in Indiana, Kentucky, and Virginia. There have been no cases of avian influenza established or identified in commercial or domestic poultry in the state of Georgia. However, effective immediately, all exhibitions, shows, and sales, swaps, and meets pertaining to poultry and feathered fowl in the state of Georgia are suspended until further notice. Notifications will be announced when listed activities can resume in Georgia. So, guys, this means there ain't no chickens being raised in Georgia effective yesterday for the state that produces 31 million pounds of meat that winds up on your table every day. Okay? This is going to be a huge crushing blow to the grocery stores. And this doesn't have anything to do with supply chain. This doesn't have anything to do with inflation. Okay? This is strictly to keep people from getting sick, and obviously the chickens from getting sick. All right. What is that going to mean? Supply and demand again, guys. The price of chicken you can expect to go through the roof. Now, I told you yesterday, I think it was, I was in the grocery store yesterday morning. I think it was yesterday's noon video. I talked about this. I went into the grocery store and looked, and chicken thighs were for sale for $1.69 a pound, and chicken bone-in breasts were $2.29 a pound. Y'all know as well as I do, half the weight that you're paying for a bone-in breast is bone. Okay, unless you're making bone meal out of it, it's just going in the garbage. Expect that to go way, way up. Because now what? If you take out the country's biggest chicken producing state, the rest of them may try to make up for the loss. Hey, Iowa or wherever, else chickens are raised, they'll try to ramp up production, but chickens only grow so fast. You can't make more chickens, all right? Do whatever you can. But so now we get into another problem. We all know beef is crazy expensive. Pork is getting more and more expensive. It's still holding the line. I mean, it's gone up, but it's not drastic like beef is. But you have the worries on the swine flu that's going on, and again, remember, most of the pork producers in the United States are Chinese owned. Okay, so where do you think the majority of the pork is going? Okay, again, remember, this is the country that is stockpiling food like crazy. I mean, more than 50% of the world's grain supply is currently in China. Where do you think they're going to send the meat first to? So now you take the number 3 protein source, chicken, and cut that drastically, make it more expensive. Guys, we're running out of protein sources, that are affordable. This goes right into what I'm talking about with this morning's video, and I've talked about in other videos. Economically, we're getting squeezed. You can't afford beef, so you step down and you eat more pork. You can't afford pork, so you buy more chicken. Like most people, we probably eat chicken 3 or 4 times a week. All right. Now, if you can't afford chicken, your other option is fish. Anybody looked at the price of fish lately? You go to the store and you buy a 2-pound bag of tilapia, $12. Okay. And that's here in Tennessee. I don't even want to know what it costs in New York or Chicago or something like that. Guys, we need to do whatever we can to put away whatever we can as fast as we can. Freeze it or can it. If you see chicken on sale at the store, to hell with them if they want to call you a hoarder. Buy everything you can, take it home, and start canning like crazy. Mrs. P and I got going yesterday and canned up 14 quarts worth of chili, just so we could make some more room in the freezer so we can get other stuff to put in before we make something else. I'll link this below, but the shutting down of the poultry industry in Georgia is very scary. And when they say suspended until further notice, that means indefinitely, guys. You go through how many people in Georgia work in the poultry industry, all right? There's 104,000 people, their jobs in Georgia depend on the poultry industry, okay? 102 counties have chicken farms. This is significant for the economy of Georgia and for the economy of your kitchen table. We all hear when elections come around, kitchen table issues. Well, dinner is a big kitchen table issue to me. And I think it is to all of you guys too. Do what you can, guys, to get what you can while you can. If it means you see chicken legs on sale, I've talked to you guys many times about the grocery outlet. Okay, if anybody in the southern states, what is it, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, I'm not sure, maybe in Alabama, they have these places. I can still get leg quarters for 69 cents a pound in a 10-pound bag. Okay, they were 39 cents last year. So, right there, that 69 cents to me is still cheap. But, hey, they're not the prettiest ones or whatever. They can't look in the nice Purdue box or whatever they look. I don't care. Like I told you guys when I made the sauerkraut video, pretty doesn't mean squat to me. It's food. All right. All I'm going to do is cut it off the bone anyway and can it. Get what you can. Can up the chicken. Can up chicken soup. Whatever you can. Something so you've got that protein that you're going to need. It ain't getting better. And this is just the first drop. What do you think happens when other states now start following suit and go, shut down all the chicken? Then all of a sudden we got nothing. Guys, this is starting to get, it's crunch time. All right. This isn't, gee, I'll get to it next week. It's go time. You know, our money is getting shut down. Our food is getting shut down. Things are not getting better anywhere. Only the strong survive. Just make sure you're one of them. Pinball out.